Hey, it's Hollowmaster, and we're back with another part of Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. So, in the last part, we did a few things. We finally are free from the Hell Knight recruitment. We did that, beat the gargoyles, then we came back to camp, and then, I think we came back to camp first. It doesn't matter. Then we went to the Nameless Ruins with Nenio, where we found out she is actually a kitsune who had forgotten that she was a kitsune in the search for greater knowledge. So, that happened. Now, we are looking at going to do a couple more, side quests before we progress the main story. So, we have to go to Ulbrigh's location. I forget what the name of it is. We have to go to Darren's house, and we have to go to Chili Creek. So, I think we're going to do Chili Creek first. So, I will talk to people when we come back from this little excursion. I did accidentally talk to Sela prior to starting to record. Basically, she was like, "Hey, how do you feel about these new mythic powers?" And my character was like, "It's kind of freaky, to be honest." And she was like, "Yeah, I agree, but it'll be okay. We got this." So, it was a good talk. Yes, Lan. Yes, Woljif. Yes, Darren. We're gonna bring Regil for now, knowing that likely he will be replaced for Sela. But since he's new, we'll take him for another couple spins. And then we're bringing Ulbrich because we have to do his stuff. So, I'm not sure if we're coming back to camp in between then. We're gonna find out. I don't really remember. I can see where everything is on the map, but yeah, so we're right here, we're gonna come back down and up to Chili Creek over here, where that cleric of Aristil that we had met in Canabris was talking about. And then we're gonna come back, we'll probably stop at camp again then, and rest. We're gonna go up here to Current Glen for Ulbrich, and then Heaven's Edge for Darren. Let's take a look at our army. I think we had finished off with our army last time, so no movement right now. I could buy more clerics or Hell Knights. Oh no, I didn't have any more money. That's what it was. So we're gonna just do this for now. And we're gonna have oh yeah, that's right. I was like, I do have to have my army go a little bit farther that way. Let's see. Maybe we can go. No. I don't care if we're fatigued. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna evade. We don't need to do all that. Everything's fine. Okay. Now let's do some army stuff since we found the location with Chili Creek. We've got 2,700. We can't recruit new of these guys. I want to refresh. And it was the same. That's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna save my money for now. But let's see. We've got some level 5s and some level 4s. I'm not really sure we want to do that yet. More footmen and archers. Yeah, let's just work on getting the armies grouped together first, I think. Because yeah, it's gonna increase our army size a little bit. Oh, see, now we're 5. And then we have just this one army with Hell Knights, which unfortunately will have to probably just stay that way until we're able to level this up and get another unit in our situation. But let's quick save, and then maybe after we go to Chili Creek, we'll try and take one of those level 5 forts. Let's enter. I like Chili Creek. I like the Priest of Aristil. My D&D character, his siblings and his dad worship Aristil. So, oh yeah, we're not doing that. Take a nap.
My
Enemies are
instincts
nearby.
dull when I'm tired.
Go to sleep. Because that walking speed is doing too much.
I noticed a small gap in your guard. When you strike to the side, you leave your shoulder open for a counter strike.
Really? I never noticed. Get yourself a practice stick and show me.
Two lawful buddies hanging out. Okay. All better. Nope, hey. Why was Regil the only one selected? That's funny. There he is, Jernaw. Jernaw walks thoughtfully around the grove. He pauses in front of a few trees, lingering there for some time. He seems to be examining something carefully. At the sound of your footsteps, he turns around abruptly, but the anxious expression on his face quickly gives to an amiable smile. Commander, it's so good to see you. It seems you found time to visit our quiet backwater after all. I could be mistaken, but it looks like you were frightened by my arrival. Why were you looking at the trees? How do you like living in the village? It's so quiet here. What makes war makes you forget what peace feels like? What do the locals think of Aristil? Or, well then, will you show me around the village? We'll probably just go top down. So it could be mistaken, but it looked like you were frightened. Oh no, you startled me, that's all. It's my overactive imagination. I still can't get used to living in such a small village. The town where I grew up was a good deal larger, and it was located near a trade route, so there were always lots of new faces and plenty of people bustling around. Here, though, it's different. The moment you step outside the village, you're all alone. You can walk for miles in any direction, with only the birds and animals for company. This is, of course, the way Aristil teaches us to live, but truth be told, it still makes me feel somewhat uncomfortable. That's like where he's my Pathfinder character, to be fair. That's like where his house is. They're technically decently close to like a larger city, but like you gotta walk through the woods for a while. I would have to ask my DM if it's like a trade route kind of a road, or if it's just like a road. Why were you looking at the trees? See for yourself. He points to one of the branches, and among the leaves you notice a small doll made of grass and seaweed, tied with a blue ribbon. Keep finding them here in the grove. I think it's some kind of local ritual. I asked the villagers to tell me what it means, but they won't give me an answer. I just don't understand the reason for all the secrecy. That's weird. So how do you like living in the village? I'm getting used to the way of things. I still get the occasional sidelong glance from the locals, but that's not surprising. After all, I'm just some stranger who's decided to show up without an invitation and settle down in the village. But the church warned us about this. Such caution is to be expected at first. I just have to do my best to earn their trust. I heal, I purify the water, I give blessings. Sooner or later, they will accept me as one of their own. What do the locals think of Aristil? They're indifferent. They're pragmatic people. You know they don't have time for theology. If Old Deadeye helps them survive, that's good enough for them. You know, some priests get overzealous with sermons. They demand that people pray, observe all the rituals, make sacrifices. And those priests, all holy and pious, are surprised when locals kick them out of their village, right into the nearest ditch. The priest laughs. I was taught differently. First, you have to prove your worth. You have to show them why you and your deity are useful. It's only after they've begun to trust you and start asking questions about your faith that you can really share your beliefs. Then you can tell them all about Old Deadeye and his teachings. So quiet here. War makes you forget what peace feels like. I understand. My time in Canabras gave me a small taste of war. I only had to live through it for a few days, but I know the horrors I witnessed will haunt my nightmares for years to come. I cannot imagine how hard it is for those like yourself, soldiers who have given their lives to the cause. The priest placed a hand on his heart. You have chosen to fight there, in order to protect our peaceful and quiet life here, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Alright, let's get the tour. Of course, let's go. You'll get to meet the locals, see how they live. Maybe you'll even manage to get some peace and quiet, a temporary respite from the hardships of war. Don't be offended if they start gawking at you. In this remote village, people have never seen someone of your kind before. Your horns are a real novelty for them, but I have already told them about you and explained everything as best I could. That's funny. A straw, yeah, so just more dolls in the trees. Everywhere. 3 dolls. Weird. Creepy. This backwater town. Oh, that's water. Okay.
Careful now.
Alrighty. Let's go take a look. Piece of gray ribbon hangs from the branch.
That's easy.
Whoa. I'll take all that loot, but that sucks. Okay. What a beast. We've got you now. Watch out for those huge teeth. Don't let them catch you. Aim for her throat and belly. Fewer scales there. Don't be afraid, everyone. We fought ones bigger than this. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now.
Cover me.
Hey now. I was trying to hurry as best I could. Did someone already die? Yeesh. I was huffing it.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Ew, okay. Well, that was Markle. That'll teach you to mess with us. A man with green eyes, the broad shoulders of a swimmer, and the calloused hands of a fisherman shakes his fist at the beast's motionless carcass. Something's got 'em all worked up. That's the second time they've crawled out this month. So let 'em come. A woman, her eyes the same shade of green as the fisherman, smiles at you. It's not the first time, and it won't be the last. But what's the matter? They can't hurt us, and we can use their hides to make a lot of waterproof coats and cloaks. Markle, Melissa, I'd like to introduce you to someone. This is Fable, the commander of the crusade. She's the one I told you about. Ah, a real hero in our little backwater. It's so nice of you to drop by. We've never had anyone so important come to visit. Heroic acts are important, but sometimes it's good to leave the front lines and take ordinary people living ordinary lives. Anyways, welcome to Chili Creek. Hydras are usually far more dangerous. That beast was not at its full strength. I can tell you have an eye for such thing. Well, of course she does. She's the commander of the crusade. She probably could have told you, all that with her eyes shut. Melissa smiles at you. It's all thanks to our mother, Icy Rill. She takes care of her children, won't let anyone hurt them. She fills our nets with fish and drives away the monsters. That's right. And if she doesn't drive the beasts away, she'll weaken them so we can kill them and harvest their hides. Icy Rill? Who's that? She's right here. Markle nods towards the river. Did you think this was the Selin? No, it'd take you a half-day's rowing before you'd reach that river. It's big, to be sure, and very important. The Selin flows through at least a dozen countries. But where would the great Selin be if it wasn't fed by thousands of little streams and creeks, such as our dear Icy Rill? The people of Chili Creek hold the river in great reverence. The priest's observation is matter of fact, but you notice his voice sounds a bit strained. How can we not? Our whole lives are built around the river, from the wedding wreath we send down its stream to the funeral boat that we send on the water when the time comes. Our mother, Icy Rill, feeds us, gives us water, protects us. With a kind smile, Markle casts a sidelong glance at the frowning priest. The gods are far away, but our Icy Rill is right here, so we treat her with respect. Okay. Two of you look very much alike. I assume you're related? Right you are. Markle ruffles Melissa's hair. She laughs and tweaks his nose. She's my little sister. Takes after our granny. May her memory never fade. She was always restless, couldn't sit still, and Melissa is just the same. She's always up to something. And you took after our grandpa. May the river silt his feather bed. You're as brave as he was, and just as stubborn. So you two look very confident when you were giving orders after that other villager during the fight. Are you in charge? Well, how should I put this? Our village is too small for anyone to be in charge. We just happen to know a thing or two about using a weapon, so if a nasty creature comes crawling out of the river, we give the orders. But when it comes to fishing or fixing nets, we'll be following orders. We're not an army, and there are no officers here. We all live together, solve our problems together, and serve Icy Rill together. Although, truth be told, it's only been the last few years that people have really started listening to us. Before that, villagers kept to themselves, and no one wanted to go poking their noses into anyone else's business. But when we first came up with the idea to start trading on the river, the other villagers stubbornly dug their heels. But after money and goods began to flow into the village, they changed their mind. Yes, the village has been growing. We're getting to see all sorts of new things that we had only heard about before. The year before last, we had a fair, and people came all the way from Canabras to attend. Then a priest came, and we'd never seen one of those before in these parts. And now, who'd have thought? The commander of the crusade has decided to pay us a visit. And not just a commander, but a kinswoman of the lower plains. Okay. Not just the commander of the 5th Crusade and the whole army of Mendev. A tiefling. Crazy. In another village, people might run away screaming as soon as they spot your horns, but we're not like that. Besides, the priest has explained to us that it's a great gift when a mortal child of fiendish blood overcomes their cursed legacy and fights against the monsters. Thanks? I think that is the one thing I don't love, is just the, like, canon tiefling lore. It's like, bro, I didn't have to overcome any cursed blood. I'm just chilling. I just got horns and a tail, man. It's not that deep. My parents had horns and a tail too. We're good. What are the grass dolls that hang from the trees in the grove? A shadow passes over Markle's face and looks away. There's nothing much to tell, really. An old local custom. It's just a ritual, Melissa adds in a low voice. No one seems willing to share any further details. How is the life in the village now that you've got a priest? Nothing much has changed, Markle shrugs and smiles amiably. He's a good lad, he does some healing, never bothers us with sermons, while he's even learning to fish in his spare time. He knows a lot of songs, and when he sings, it makes you want to sit and listen. Melissa smiles archly at the priest, and he blushes. Guys. The world wound is not that far away. Have you ever been attacked by demons? No, we've never seen any. Our mother, Icy Rill, keeps us safe. She would never let such abominations get near us. Okay. Well, I gotta go. Back to the front. Melissa shakes her head sadly. I can't even imagine the nightmarish creatures you have to fight there. Have a safe journey and a swift victory. Oh, that was it? Do we need to explore anything else? We can walk around the village. Well, well, looks like we've caught ourselves a big fish, the commander of the crusade right here in our village. Thanks to our mother, Icy Rill, we do not starve. Why is only land selected? Guys, we are a party. Or not. There we go. Get over there. Now let's steal all their stuff, you know, like we do.
This is my kind of work.
Some magic gloves. Oppressor's gloves. Okay. Got a scimitar, a dagger, some gems, a shell. So we'll just walk around the rest of this little village here. I like Chili Creek. It's very just peaceful and regular. Markle? Look, the commander's here. Welcome back. Please stay for as long as you'd like. Whoa. These are like the same questions we just asked. Are they gonna be different? Okay, the cats were tussling. It is a little, the dialogue is a little bit different. So, Melissa said, not much happens in the village. I'm sure you have a lot going on and stuff's always happening in the cities and on the front lines, but things are pretty quiet out here. Markle said, well, let's see. What's the latest news from our little village? We went fishing and caught some ruffy. They were big too, nice and plump, fat as piglets, I tell you. What else? Weevils have eaten through our carrots. They gobbled up everything, down to the last stalk. Then the other day, old Breg went up to fix his roof and took a hard fall. If it hadn't been for Jurnow and his prayers, he'd have kicked the bucket by now. No doubt about that. And you must think it's ridiculous to call any of this news. Melissa said, also, Jurnow is downright wonderful. I don't know, maybe his prayers are working, or maybe he has a lucky touch, but whenever he blesses me, I always catch a boatload of fish. Also, he sings like an Markle, enough already. Jurnow this, Jurnow that. That's all I ever hear you talk about. Yeesh. He's like, quit with the PDA in front of me, your brother. That's disgusting. You guys worship any deities around here? Faith, religion, deities. With all due respect to Jurnow, no one out here has time for such things. Maybe people in the city can go around saying prayers and listening to sermons, but in a backwater place like this, we're just doing what we can to survive. There's only one provider and protector for us, our mother, Icy Rill. Yeah, the river doesn't care about prayers or sacrifices, and if Icy Rill wants something in exchange for her help, she takes it without asking. Melissa stares pensively at a piece of driftwood as it's carried away by the current. We did ask about them being related. They already are. We did ask about that. That's the same. We did ask about that. That's the same. This is the same. Okay, when crusaders are near the world wound, they often experience nightmares when they sleep. Do you have any trouble with nightmares here? Don't know what you're talking about, if I'm honest. I sleep like a dead man. Nothing to complain about. Okay. I think... yeah, that's the same, so it's basically the dialogue for both of them. So, Melissa here, little bit of a crush on Jurnow, I suppose. Fairy Tales of Aviston. We'll read that later. Some more villagers. Not much here. They say demons are on the move are on the move again. Something's about to happen. Said that villager.
Always watch your back.
If something happens, it'll happen there, not here. Thanks to the river. That's how it should be. I don't know if the river's gonna keep demons out, to be honest. I gotta say. I feel like the demons who, in this case, one of their, like, biggest advantages in how they were even able to, like, take Dresden in the first place, is their ability to teleport. So, I don't know. Feel like they're gonna be alright. Let's say goodbye to Jer now before we leave. This is the way we live out here. We're not wealthy, but things are relatively quiet. Yeah, these are the same. Okay, so this is the nightmare question. No troubles with nightmares here. The village is located on the outskirts of the world moon, so perhaps that's why. And then he's like, Aristil help ya.
Careful now.
Alright. Chili Creek's a pretty easy little pit stop. And then I have never played with Ulbrig before, so we are gonna find out what his quest is like together, because I'm not sure. But we're gonna have them walk all the way back here first. And then we'll probably walk all the way back to camp and then rest, since we're gonna be exhausted by the time we get there. And then head that way. We also need to do Heaven's Edge with Darren stuff, and Leoder asked us to go there, so Darren's gonna be having his, like, birthday party or whatever. So that'll be festive. Look, speak of the devil. Ugh. Talk so much in this one, I always get real thirsty. Okay. Let's travel, and then we'll have to do some army stuff too. Ah, we failed to sneak past the enemies. It's fine.
I'm gonna rip them in half.
Let's see what you are. Cultist Conjurer. You can get a bless going. Archer, Evoker, Cultist. Let's do the Conjurer with land. He should be able to just take care of him real quick. Him too. I'm gonna have Fable wait. Regil can charge far. That was rude. Bane. Dang.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Well, Jeff.
Endure this.
Now, that is just cruel and unusual that we can't see him. Well, guess we're going that way.
Stab their backs.
Oh, that was tough.
Kneel before me.
Out of my sight!
Woljif might have see invisibility available. Let's see. Yes. Now let's just run him around a little bit. There we go.
Make every strike
There we go.
count.
Easy. I was pretty sure he has it. I think he can get communal see invisibility too later, which is sick. Okay. Anyways, let's resume our walk. And double whammy, and now we're fatigued.
Oh, they'll regret this.
Oh boy. Oh, a dretch. Oh god. Okay, that's Bane. Ulbrig, I need you to work some movie magic. Oh, you can't? Because you're fatigued!
This will be the stuff of a legend.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. Everything's alright.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
My god. He obliterated that dretch. Thanks, Lan.
I'll loot your corpse.
Distract them for me.
I don't really,
will see to your
like,
demise.
Aaron can't really do anything.
Clawing time.
You won't survive me.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Archers are so busted in Pathfinder,
That's
especially in Wrath. Archers and those cavalry units on the horses, crazy. Insane. I don't know if you can do a mounted archer in this. That would be kind of cool. Yes, I know they're exhausted. We're almost to camp. We're so close. Yes. Okay, now we'll take a little rest and then head up to Ulbrig's thing and Darren's. Let's see. Get over here to your tent. Not much story-wise has happened, so we haven't really needed to check in with anyone yet. And I don't want to exhaust their dialogue like crazy fast. I have been ruminating on the recent events, especially the story of Staunton Vane, and I've come to realize something. Life is the most precious thing we possess, and yet not every form of existence has the right to call itself life. By my count, this is perhaps the third time you have opened your mouth and actually said something worth hearing. Dang. I can't imagine Regil and Darren get along. Okay. We'll just do area exit from here. Yes, still want to take all of them. This little cape's cool. I like it. I like the color. I can't decide on if I like his shifter form more or if I like his just like with a weapon. I'm not sure. Okay, let's do a little bit of this. And let's quick save and try this fort. I changed my mind. We're not gonna do that level 5 camp right now. We are gonna switch back and just go this way with for Ulbrig. Let me see though if we can. No, can't quite buy anyone yet. Can buy some more clerics though. It sucks that they have to start all the way at Canabris. They'll get there eventually. Okay. Yes, let's enter this location. Alright. Okay. Let's see. What's going on here? Oops. What did I push? I was trying to take a screenshot. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. My bad. That's okay. It's the screenshot button. I thought it was that. Okay, I had accidentally quick loaded when I was trying to take a screenshot. Screenshots are working now. We did not quick load, so crisis averted. I was like, hello, how are we supposed to... Okay, let's see. I've never been here before. I've not played the DLC. So I'm excited. It looks terrible. But how? Who could have? Ulbrich gazes at the time ravaged remnants in confusion. I visited here just a month ago. Everyone was alive, but now... I'm sorry. Not a month ago, Ulbrich. 100 years have passed. My brother and I found the new avatar. Not that 100 years nonsense again. I don't believe it. It's impossible. This is all fake. An illusion conjured up by Oglins to hide the real village away from prying eyes. Ulbrich's eyes madly dash from one decrepit wreck to another. We must search everything, find the people, learn where they are being kept, free them, and snap the horns off the puxies that did it. I've never heard that word before. Lore nature.
I learned this from my grandpa.
There is nothing but ruins, bones, and ash. It seems the settlement's entire population was wiped out.
Can't
Always
hide this
watch
from
your
my
back.
eyes.
Scroll of Sea Invisibility. Are you trying to tell me that we should use that, perhaps?
Something wrong.
How long does it last? 10 minutes per level. Dang. Little Woofy? Whoa. Little Woofy? See, War Chief, someone must live here still after all. Must be a spirit, and it doesn't look hostile. Alright. Well, that seems like the way we should go. So let's go back into the village a little.
Might be trapped, might be treasure.
See if there was anything else. No? Oh, okay. Well, we'll come this way a little bit. Hello? Little wispy again? Little purple wisp? Ghostly shapes flutter in the air. It appears that the spirits of dead Sarkorians are still lingering in this place. What do you want, lost souls? What do you think, Ulbrich? Or we shouldn't stop here. What do you think, Ulbrich? Happy lives leave no spirits. That much we know. What exactly a spirit needs, though, is something even an experienced shaman can't always work out. Let's take a look around this place. Maybe we'll find some kind of clue. What do you want, lost souls? The ghost just looks at you blankly. It seems you will not be getting an answer. We shouldn't stop here. Fair enough. Let's keep moving.
Time to rob them of their
Get ready for
treasures.
battle. Howling.
Cover me,
Vector.
all right?
Hello?
Retreat is not an option.
Get out of there, Darren.
This will be the stuff of legend.
You've crossed the wrong line.
Okay.
Careful now.
I didn't even see that guy. Guess that's the point with the sea invisibility, huh? These corpses look suspicious. Be careful with them. I have a feeling these aren't the kind that lie quiet. So there's Skeletal Guardian, Loot, Skeletal Sneak.
They dare
Yeah,
threaten
I was
me?
like, maybe if we just don't click on them, they won't come back to life. That's okay. 41?
Stab you or zap you. Why not both?
Jeez.
Kneel before me.
Regil, you need a new weapon, I think. You're not doing very much damage.
Out of my sight.
Cover me.
Clawing time.
You won't survive
17 to
me.
hit on the first one is crazy.
Distract them from me.
I don't know what to do about that. Can I smite you? Are you chaotic? Yeah.
This one's mine.
Well, it'll help him hit it,
I
so
will see to your demise.
take it.
Precision and grace.
Stab their backs.
Take his griffin form.
Endure this!
Time to share your treasures.
Come on, Regil. Regil! Bless everyone, I guess.
I'll loot
Fable needs like a
your
bajillion to
corpse.
hit him, so apparently that's not happening. There we go, Ulbrig. That's a little better. Return. Okay. The building is larger and more solidly built than the rest. It must have been the house of an elder or a chieftain.
Can't hide this from my eyes.
Disable this little trap here.
Pretty good, aren't I?
And then now this feels like the way to go. Was there anything else over here? I think we're gonna circle back real quick. Take a little peek. I don't think. This isn't what I expected to see here. Knowledge world, examine the tree. Oh, failed. Oh, failed. Alas, you do it none too deftly. The body falls and hits the ground noisily. It seems this has attracted someone's attention. That
Close ranks.
sucks. Dang it. Can I heal? Will that hurt them? No, I think he has selective already. Ew. Those things are creepy.
Your death awaits.
Make every strike count.
My god.
Will be the stuff of legend. Retreat is not an option.
Cover me, all right?
Aaron, don't do anything right now.
Cover me.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Okay, that wasn't too bad.
That's
Dang.
easy.
That sucks. Alright. Back up to where we were. Oops. Camera was in the rocks for a second. I thought it was a loading screen. I was like, we're not leaving. Man. It's crazy that it's been like over 100 years, but because it's so close to the world wound that no one has like been here since then. Are we? We're fatigued. Can you
the
fix
waiting's
that?
never fun.
I don't think so. Oh, why are we encumbered? That might be why we're moving slow. Heavy still? Dude. I had to drop so much stuff. Okay. Come in here a little
My tail
bit.
is twitching. Must be a sign.
Ooh, we found a strange charm.
I'm here. Where else would I be?
Precisely.
Come over here. This used to be a passage leading to another part of the village, but it was destroyed in a landslide. Hello? Oh, I didn't even see the cave. I was like, where are we supposed to go? My bad. Ooh, little
Might be
Underdark
trap,
cave.
Might be treasure.
Let's disable this.
This is my kind of work.
Always watch your back.
It's so pretty in the caves. I love the glowing mushrooms. This and in Baldur's Gate, they just look so good.
Shh.
We haven't quick saved in a minute. Let's quick save. Whoa. Get back. Do not disturb the repose of the damned. Leave. This valley of sorrow and grief is no place for the living. The spirit's voice resonates with pain. Why are you telling me to leave? Leave. It hurts too much to sense life near me. I'll tell you nothing. Shit. Shit. I want to try again. He has an 18. He just has to roll like a 12. I bet we could buff him a little bit. I want to know. I'm curious. I'm nosy. It was persuasion. We'll just try it again. It'll be fine. We'll just see.
Always watch your back.
Oh, we succeeded this time. With a... Oh, we did a 9. I don't know how to do math. It's been a long day. Restless Spirit. The spirit lets out a desperate wail that turns into weeping. Do you enjoy tormenting me? Hear it then. My name is Alaviel, and I am a druid. I brought my party here a long time ago. We were young and full of life. We laughed. Oh, why did I ever bring them here? My visions showed me the way to this village. It smelled of death. It reeked of death, but I did not stop. I believed that we could cleanse this land and it would flourish once more. But the evil that lurked here was much more powerful. We were attacked in the night, forced to run for the caves, surrounded like lambs in a pen before the slaughter, and my spell brought the ceiling crashing down, and my friends were buried beneath the rubble. Now they are doomed to an eternity of stalking these grim walls. They fought the undead, only to become undead themselves. Until they find rest, I can never earn forgiveness. Never ever. The spirit falls into unintelligible weeping and cursing. Dang. Sorry, guys. Regil, get selected.
Shh.
Dang. Can we put them to rest somehow? Oh yeah, the wolf. I forgot about that already. Whoa. Hello? So, Ulberg's voice is deceptively calm, and only a vein pulsing at his shaved temple betrays his true feelings. He looks around the dungeon, breathes in the fatigued air, and hand runs along the wall and studies the grime clinging to his fingers. So, did you not know about this place? Of course not. How could I? I thought this was just a place for storing things. What is it? It's a shrine, war chief, and not one you would build to honor the gods. See this altar? It was no goat kid they butchered here. Ulberg clenches and unclenches his fists, his fingers turning into sharp claws for a brief moment. A vile cult of some man-eating filth right under our feet. What happened? A slaughter. First the ritual kind, followed by the regular sort. So it wasn't Oglins that put the village to the torch, it was people. They sold themselves out to the Oglins and raised arms against their own. So your kin from this village were worshipping demons? Ulbrich scowls, his gaze roaming between you, the bones scattered at the floor, and the blood-streaked altar. In the end, he stubbornly shakes his head. No, I don't believe this. It cannot be. They were my kin. We drank from the same flagon. Surely, I would have noticed if they were up to this foul business. If it wasn't your kin who did this, then how do we explain what we found? It must have been outsiders of some kind. Heck, maybe they weren't even from Sarkoris. The border's a stone throws away from here. They came brandishing their cult, killed everyone, and built this rotten thing in the cellar to shift the blame to our people. That's what happened. Well, just you wait, you blackguards. Blackguards. Ulbrich shakes his fist at the invisible strangers. Did people worship demons in Sarkoris? Folks worship things of all kinds. Ulbrich pensively tugs at a lock of red hair. We're not Mendevians. We don't teach each other which belief is right. Of course, most stuck to the gods and the spirits of their homeland. But if the otherworldly powers called and you answered, worship Pelura's frozen backside or a puxy on a flying broomstick if you'd like. Nobody'll bat an eye unless you start pestering others with your faith. There was a big commotion in Sarkoris, as I recall, when that troublemaker Aridin showed up. Back then, some god of crickets or grasshoppers had gained quite the following, can't remember which. Those crackpots minded their own business until that bigwig from Absalom, a living god and all, proclaimed they were worshipping Oglins. Drove them off, set fire to their shrines. They turfed him out of the country, which was fine by me. He would have started hounding somebody else, mark my words. Aridin waged war on the cult of Discari, the Locust Lord, the ones we're currently fighting. And then Aridin, I think, was Aridin Iomade before Iomade? I think so. I don't remember. Anyways, he's the one that fought Discari. Did he? So Aridin was right after all. You don't say. And we call him every name under the sun. Ulbrich scratches the back of his head. But no, we must have taken against him for some reason. If that Lord of Weevils was so nasty, why didn't Aridin put an end to him along with his cult? So much for being a living god. He came here, made a mess, didn't finish what he started, and skipped back to Absalom in time for tea. That's no way to do a job, is it? No, it's not. Stop denying the obvious, Ulbrich. What makes you think anything's here's obvious? We're up to our necks in Oglin's demons, fae, angels, and all kinds of things that go bump in the night. You know how fond they are of messing with mortals, don't you? No, you can't trust your eyes. You've got to follow your heart. And my heart is telling me that our people would never do something like this. So what are we going to do? Not much to do, is there? The ones who did this to my kin are long gone. We won't be able to handle it alone. Ulbrich's fingers plunge into his beard. So that's that. This is serious business. We need help. Let's head up to the Stone of Voices. In the hour of the whole Sarkoris will know of the slaughter. They won't be able to hide from an entire country. Come on. Ulbrich, my guy. There isn't an entire country, brother. Whoa, look at those little spider guys.
Yet another obstacle.
Whoa. Well, that's fair. I guess. I should have seen that coming.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I guess I should have saw that coming. It's fine.
Cover me!
I was looting it like a madman.
Retreat is not an option.
Get up there, Wolfie. Darren, you don't really need to do anything, to be honest.
You won't survive me.
You're gonna miss the longbow land. That's your thing. 22.
Stab their backs.
Thank you.
This is not my time yet.
Kneel before
Dang.
me.
Is land cooked? Almost.
Cover me, all right?
Well, Jeff.
They don't know how fragile they are.
Endure this.
I'll loot your corpse.
Ah! This one is mine.
Longbow's hard to hit. Come on,
Stab
guys.
you or zap you?
Thank
Why
you.
not both?
Anyways, I should have known that was gonna happen. Unholy longsword +1. Corrosive longbow +1. That all there is in here? Nothing up on the altar? Okay. Is there anything? Oh yeah, there's some stuff over here. Quick save. Oh, just another way out.
Careful now.
Well, I'm gonna cut this part somewhere. I don't know where we're at because it got way too long and I might have to redo it anyways. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next part, wherever that is.